Hello, today we are looking at proofs with parallel lines. Proofs are some of the most difficult concepts in geometry for students to learn because it requires logical thinking. So the essential question is, how do we prove angle measures are congruent when parallel lines are cut by a transversal? My learning intention. I'm learning to use the characteristics of parallel lines cut by a transversal to find missing measures. So if you look, we've got two warm-up questions. Find the variable and all the missing angle measures. Pause the video and work through those two problems now. Well, I do hope you tried. So if you're looking at the first problem, number 1, are those two congruent or are they supplementary? Let's mark all the angles that are congruent to 75 degrees. If it's vertical, it's congruent. If it is corresponding, it is congruent. Vertical again, so they're either vertical or corresponding. Of course, you've got those alternate interior that are also congruent. If they're congruent, we set up their measures as being equal. So 75 degrees is equal to 11x minus 2. I'm getting ready to solve. Add 2 to both sides. I've eliminated it there. 77 degrees is equal to 11x. Last step is to divide by 11. And 7 degrees is equal to x. Okay, so without any other math, I can add the 75 degrees in where all the orange highlight is. If they are not congruent, then they are what? They are supplementary, which means 180 degrees minus 75 degrees will give me the other angle measures. And that should be 180 minus 75 should be 105 degrees. Everything else will be 105 degrees. Did I do my math right? Well, let's check it out. And I did. All the rest are 105 degrees. Okay, what about the second warm-up question? Were you able to do it? Number 1, are they congruent or are they supplementary? Well, let's highlight the ones that will be congruent to the first angle. Okay, vertical angles are congruent. Corresponding angles are congruent. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Those are all congruent. Likewise, the rest will be congruent also. So they're not the same color of highlight, so we know they are not congruent, but they are supplementary. 20x plus 5 plus 24x minus 1 is equal to 180 degrees. Combine your like terms. 20x plus 24x. 20 plus 24 is 44. 44x. We've got 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. 44x plus 4 is equal to 180 degrees. Solve. Subtract 4 from both sides. 44x is equal to 176 degrees. Divide by 44 on both sides. Now, I'm not even going to try to do that one in my head. 176 divided by 44, and I get 4. X is equal to 4. Okay, so I think I will find this one first. X is equal to 4, so this becomes 20 times 4 plus 5. 20 times 4 is 80. 80 plus 5 is 85. Okay, we can put it into the other one and solve again. 24 times 4 minus 1, or I can look at 180 minus 85. 180 minus 85 would be 95. Twenty-four times 4 minus 1, I get 95 again. Both ways are 180 minus 85 gives me 95. So both ways are equally correct, and the rest are all 95 degrees. Okay, those are your warm-up problems. Hopefully you were able to do those on your own without any help from me. So let's look at our proofs. Proofs are logical arguments. Prove that the sum of the interior angles of a trapezoid is 360 degrees. You're given that segment AB is parallel to segment DC. And that angle D is a right angle. What we want to prove is the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C plus the measure of angle D is equal to 360 degrees. 99% of the time we start with, if you said the given, you would be correct. So segment AB is parallel to segment DC. Angle D is a right angle. Those are given. Now, we're saying that the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle D, here's D, here's A. Here are our parallel lines, is equal to 180 degrees. What kind of angles are those? They're consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior angles are supplementary. Okay, that kind of went out of the bounds there, but that's okay. So, that was our second reason. It's also our third reason. We've used angles A and angles D. Which other two angles do we need? Well, we need angle C and angle B. So the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C is also equal to 180 degrees. Okay, now we're going to use substitution. So if we're looking at this, we know these two add up to 180, we know these two add up to 180. So we're going to take the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle D plus the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C is equal to 180 degrees plus 180 degrees, which equals 360 degrees. Just substituting what they're equal to. Now we've stated that they're equal, and we did that by what? Substitution. We could have also put subtraction because we subtracted this part out. Both ways would be good. I'm going to use my little infinity sign to tell my reader I am done with that proof. I have proven what I needed to prove, and I am done.